Hey, this is Mrs. Sebastian, and we're going to look at circles from Study Island. Nick is making a poster for Bike Safety Week. The diameter of circle A is 12 inches. If the area of circle B is 1/5 the area of circle A, what is the area of circle B? So I know that the diameter of circle A, which means all the way across here, is 12. Okay, so I label that. And I know that my area is pi r squared. Well, r is my radius. Okay, so I've got my circle here. Diameter is all the way across, but radius is only halfway. So I need to split that 12 in half. So my area formula, it says to use 3.14 for pi. I'm going to put in that radius. Well, if my diameter is 12, half of that is 6. So I'm going to square that 6, and what that means is 6 times 6. So you can use your calculator on this to multiply this out, and you're just going to multiply 3.14 times 6 again. Okay, and I do get 113.04. Now this is the area of circle A. It tells us that the area of circle B is 1/5 of that. Okay, so 1/5 times 113.04. We could also change 1/5 if you want to use your calculator to 0.2, because that's the same as 2 over 10. And figure that out. So 113.04 times 0.2 is 22.608, and that is still inches squared. So our answer is C. A dinner plate has a circumference of 125.6 centimeters. What is the area? Okay, so the circumference of a circle, the formula is 2 times pi times the radius, right? We know that the circumference is 125.6. That equals 2 times pi. They told us to use 3.14. And we don't know what that radius is yet. That's what we're looking for. So we're going to simplify what we can on the right. So 2 times 3.14 is 6.28. I'm just going to bring down the rest of it. Okay, now I have the 6.28 times r. So we're going to divide both sides by 6.28. On the right side over here, I've got the same thing on top as I do on bottom. That will divide out and leave us with 1 and just leave r. And then on the left side, we've got 125.6 divided by 6.28, and that gives me 20. Okay, are we done? No, we still have to find the area. So I'm going to go up here to the area. The area formula is pi r squared. So we know that pi is 3.14, and the radius we just found was 20. And instead of writing squared, I'm just going to write 20 times 20. And so I'm going to multiply that out. 3.14 times 20 times 20 is 1,256. And we were dealing with centimeters, so this will be centimeters squared for area. Consider the two circles below with their diameters given. Complete the table with the answers rounded to the nearest thousandths and use 3.14 for pi. So the first thing it's asking us to look for is the radius. So if we see the diameter, remember that goes all the way across. A radius just goes halfway. So we're going to divide these givens by 2. So 8.5 divided by 2 is 4.25. We're going to do the same for circle B. 3.75 divided by 2 is 1.875. So we've got the first line done. Now we're going to look at the next one. It's circumference. We know the formula for circumference is pi times 2r or pi times b, either one. Okay, but I just like to use r. It just makes it a little easier for me because then area and radius are dealing with the same thing. So I'm going to do the first one, and we're going to multiply by that radius of 4.25. I can type that straight into my calculator. 2 times 3.14 times 4.25, and I do get 26.69. And then now I'm going to do the second circle. 2 times 3.14, and then put in the radius of the second circle, circle B, 1.875. So 2 times 3.14 times 1.875, and I get 11.775. Then all we're left with is our area. Okay, so for area, you have pi r squared, or pi times r times r. So I'm going to write this down. 3.14. We're going to do the first one. 4.25 times 4.25. I like writing it out like that just because it gives it to me where I can easily type that into my calculator. And I do get 56.71625, but it wants thousandths, so 3 places. And for the second one, I'm going to just copy down the 3.14, and I'm going to put in my second measurement 2 times. Okay, so 1.875 times 3.14 times 1.875. And I do get 11.0390625. But I just need thousandths. So there you go. You can do that with any size circle. It's always the same formula, just plug it in. Bianca filled 2 same-size jars with flavored popcorn as a gift. She wants to glue a piece of ribbon around the edge of the lid. So if we're going around the edge, that's looking for circumference. Okay, the radius of each jar is 3 centimeters. Approximately, what is the total length of ribbons you will need for the 2 jar lids? That's going to be the part that we need to make sure we cover. So our circumference is 2 pi times r. We're given the radius is 3, and pi is 3.14. So now we're going to multiply that out. 2 times 3 times 3.14 gives me 18.84. Now, I could choose that for my answer, but I know that that is only going around 1 lid. So because she wants 2 jar lids, I need to multiply that by 2. And I do get 37.68 centimeters. Max is designing a hot tub for a local spa. He wants the hot tub to have a diameter of 88 inches. What is the approximate area required for the installation of the hot tub? Well, I know the diameter goes all the way across. I only want to look at halfway because of it being the radius. So 88 divided by 2 is 44. So my radius is 44. So I'm going to plug it into my area formula. It does want me to use 3.14, okay, times r squared. So 3.14 times 44 times 44. So 3.14 times 44 times 44. The area is 6,079.04, and that is inches squared.